Meghan's outfit once again caused controversy during her visit to a mosque in Tonga. I question her fashion sense. Join me to find out and go deeper into the story. And welcome to my channel. A photo of Meghan was circulated again recently. Pictured is a visit to the Kingdom of Tonga. Here, Meghan was considered inappropriately dressed because her blue and white striped dress from Martin Grant was too outrageous when visiting a mosque in Tonga. In the picture, the striped dress made her look bigger and looser than she is. All the stripes come in different designs too. Is this a maternity dress? It seems so. The dress does not fit properly. It's wrinkling and pulling at the bust. I don't think it's egregious for a normal person, but one would think a royal duchess would wear clothing that fits. There's no excuse for her not to. I will speculate that she's holding her arms thus to give the impression she has a tiny waist a la Catherine. And this dress would have been not so bad with a different body type, but it looks like something my aunt wore in the 60s. There is misshapen underwear, the pull lines from her bust. How does this woman, who is no more than a B cup with a padded, janky, strapless bra, always have tight pull lines to her bust while wearing oversized, loose tops? The arm size is lower than the top of the bodice, causing a fold in the fabric. This happens when a garment is too large and the sides are taken in too much. There's not much any tailor can do about an arm side that is already cut, so that limits or should limit how the sides are treated. It looks like a tailoring problem to me. Either way, we agree the fit is off. She left the house with 50 yards of fabric draped over her and dragging and giving her absolutely no figure. I wonder if the purpose of these oversized, non-flattering freebies was to cover up a non-smooth, non-existent belly. The way the button at the bust line is straining to close is embarrassing, but she thinks she looks better than Diana and Princess Catherine combined, and feels smug that she did it without a stylist. I think her hair is one reason why she hates the UK. Too damp to manage to keep her hair straightened, and her preferred tendril style just droops. The same goes for any high humidity areas she's visited. She must be miserable trying to control her hair and being forced to wear it in a tight bun to compensate. I'm working on a theory about her insane looks. Let's say I tell Meghan, "Darling, you look really bad in this dress. It makes you look square, and girl, fix your hair." I will be immediately painted black, and her reaction to my comment will be, "She hates me and is jealous of me. She's a nobody with no taste." That means the opposite of what she thinks is true. The whole cult suck-ass quaddies tell her she looks like a goddess and is the most stylish creature to ever grace the surface of the earth. She thinks, yes, these people get me. They have taste and I am marvelous. So the more people tell her how bad she looks, the more she thinks she's a style icon because we're all racist. This dress gives me a headache just looking at it, with the stripes running in different directions. And to think, if they arranged them differently, this could have been more flattering to her figure. It's like someone purposely messed this up, using the optical illusion properties of stripes to make her look as wide as possible. Her 4-inch heels make her 5'4" or 5'5". For some reason, she dresses like she's a haute couture model, very thin and 5'10" to 6 feet tall, in which clothes drape over a great frame. She believes her very thin legs give the illusion of being taller. She's probably right about that, but her fashion sense still leaves much to be desired. I don't know what she was thinking, but that dress is like something my mom would have bought from a boutique for middle-class ladies of a certain age, when she was in her 70s. And she would have looked much more elegant in it and have ditched the ridiculous belt thing. Truthfully, this style could have favored her very well had the top been tailored a bit better and had she opted for a bra. I think maybe it was the lack of a bra because the darts on the top seem to be in the wrong place. But they're not. Her boobs are just not in the intended spot. This all gives rise to the appearance of the top making her look bigger than she is. The shoe collar is okay, but the pumps are suede with a summer cotton poplin dress. She can't ever seem to figure out the season in which she's currently living. My, but she does adore that drab olive color. She is so sloppy. In addition to her rudeness and impiety, she's a complete slob in every way here. Hair sticking out, hair mostly uncovered, wrinkles, pose for a grown woman on a diplomatic trip. And I swear she made that hideous dress emphasize her usually non existent ass and boobs just to be insulting and look like a barfly at 1 a.m. That dress wasn't even appropriate for a visit to a mosque in Tonga, because to visit a mosque on a royal tour yet shows such cultural insensitivity. I don't have a degree in international studies, but I know covered hair, covered arms, and covered chest are necessary. And they sat together, which is an unusual practice for mosques, so presumably they had been given special treatment. Presumably, being a tiny part African American means you can crap all over other cultures with impunity. However, this and the White Archvale Calamity are my favorite terrible outfits. They both look more like Kensington Avenue than Kensington Palace. It's funny, but I can see what's going on in her head. I am the Empress of the Universe. Minions shall prostrate themselves before me, and eunuchs will strew rose petals and phoenix feathers in my path. Should I design to favor you with a nod, you shall be fortunate beyond all knowing. And should I toss a word in your direction, it shall be as though the gods have espied you and cast a mantle of riches around you. I am all-knowing and all-seeing. The cup of my intellect runneth over, and my compassion for all you lesser beings knows no bounds. You are indeed favored beyond measure to even glimpse me. But bloody well ensure you keep your eyes lowered to the ground. You shall not infringe upon my privacy by looking directly at me. Of course, you may admire my attire. Yes, I know I look stunning, ravishing, and alluring. I am ripe with fecundity, being such a young slip of a thing. Now, where is that slave? Assist with my magic mirror. I could walk the runway in this. Manage to find something with traditional royalish styling with my favorite shades of neutral. Eat to your heart's content, Kate. It's funny, right? And now I'll say this. Even though it's lame looking at Princess Diana, I went to see a collection of Diana's dresses that traveled to museums across the US, which included her wedding dress. That thing that struck me most was how impeccable her clothing was. It was well made and extremely high quality, truly beautiful. It didn't exactly surprise me because she wore everything so well, but seeing everything in person took it to a whole other level. I would imagine Catherine's clothing is just as stunning in person. Now, I've never seen Table 12's clothes in person, but it always looks cheap on her. Like cheap Kmart or one of those cheap polyester clothing catalogs for old ladies. For example, this dress is terrible. I can't imagine it would look better on anyone else. A lot of things she wears are equally terrible. However, they are all said to be very expensive designer clothes. But I have to say this again. This dress is completely normal. It's just that Meghan wore it in the wrong situation. So I don't think it's appropriate for her to be welcomed as an official. If she visits a school or hospital, it would be appropriate. The royal family doesn't always dress formally when away. The fit is comfortable and seems comfortable to wear. Matching shoes and clutch. No one in the royal family has to wear form-fitting clothes all the time. Yes, they look beautiful, but sometimes require more freedom of movement. So I believe this dress has its place. It's just that Meghan doesn't know how to take advantage of it. Perhaps Meghan thought she was more beautiful and classy than Catherine, as her narcissism was always shown everywhere in whatever action she did. Now, let's talk a little about Catherine. Princess of Wales was blessed with good genes that allowed her to wear many styles. She also takes care of herself. Beyond that, she has a kind and caring personality and is respectful towards members of the royal family. She is a perfect package. She is a very beautiful and elegant woman, always properly dressed in all circumstances, classy and chic with a perfect figure. But the most important thing about her is her behavior, which is perfect as well. She's intelligent, well-educated, and has very good manners.
She was not born into royalty, but she learnt very fast, and I think one day she will be a perfect queen consort. William couldn't have found better. She's a very good ambassador for British royalty. And Meghan, did you realize that Meghan spent more time on outfits than all the royal women combined in a year? But the clothes she wore were still really unbeautiful and inappropriate. Meghan's engagement dress cost £75,000 and had a sheer top that forced her to hide her breasts in all the photos. And Catherine's engagement dress only cost £430. That shows the difference between the two. Prince is one thing, but Meghan's sophistication in fashion and knowing how to choose the right outfit is much worse than Catherine's. Reflecting on the issues we have just discussed, I believe it opens up many fascinating perspectives and deepens our understanding. Your opinions are extremely valuable as they enrich our discussions and help us approach topics from many different angles. So, do you like the topic I brought you today? If so, type OK. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But please leave me a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this video, because your support is a strong motivation for us to continue to improve and provide deeper content. Thank you, and I look forward to our next meeting. Take care!